Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jathar here, bringing you guys another video. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day so far. So, I got my friend Matthew here, and today we're going to be talking about what are the characters select screen for a reason. We're going to be talking about what characters that we think are going to be in here, and we're going to kind of talk about theories about Smash 5, because, as you know, Smash 5 has been blowing up. So I'm going to crank it for the views as long as I can. So, alright, so take a look at the character select screen. Who do you think is going to stay?
Well, there's been a lot of controversy with like who we're going to get as far as are we keeping new characters that have been included since the DLC or all the updates that we've had, and then there's a lot of other people thinking that we're just going to have the set original 12 and adding in kind of the other characters that came along through Melee and Brawl, because now that the new Smash is being run by HAL Laboratory and not Bandai Namco anymore, it's possible that we could be seeing a lot of exits from other characters and entrances from newer characters, or returning veteran characters from Brawl or Melee, and seeing those characters come into the new Smash for Smash 5.
Yeah, that's a good point, bringing up the HAL Laboratories thing, how they're actually running the game, because that makes me think that we won't keep Cloud or Ryu or any of these third-party characters that are in the game right now, except for maybe Mega Man. I can see us keeping Mega Man because of Mega Man 11 coming out, but I think we're going to lose Cloud and Ryu just due to the fact that Bandai is not a part of this game. And that being said, we're going to lose Pac-Man as well, with Bandai being, but that's not a problem. Nobody cares about Pac-Man.
Well, another thing, there was another good point that you brought up. From keeping other characters, we also have that new Bayonetta 3 game coming out for the Nintendo Switch, so there's a possibility that Bayonetta may stick around. I don't know.
I don't think it's a possibility. I think it's 100%. Like, I think Bayonetta is going to be in the game.
I think there's a strong possibility, but then again, you never know. Just because it's Bandai Namco now, or Namco, it's HAL Laboratory now. It could just be a completely new roster. Like I was saying earlier, we could see a set original like all the way through the rest of these characters. The Mario crew, the DK crew. We have the Zelda crew. We'll probably keep. We might get rid of characters like Little Mac or Robin or Corrin or. Definitely, probably the clones are probably going to leave.
I could see Corrin leaving for sure. I think Robin's going to stay just due to the fact of his and her uniqueness. You know, the fact that she has her tomes can run out of uses, or her sword can run out of uses. I think that's a cool mechanic. Not if you're a Robin main, but from a gaming standpoint. Like, if I don't play as a character, I think that's a cool little knick-knack that they added in.
Another thing we can think of is if they take out the clones, or they take out like Pac-Man because of what you were saying, because Bandai Namco is no longer in this. You think about how big the rosters have gone since the original Smash went from being 12
to 58.
And from a short length of 4 games. It's just a huge increase of characters.
Well, you see a short length, but it's been 20 years.
Well, that's true, but I'm just talking about a span of 4 games. Being just the 4 games. What I'm trying to get at, though, is we could see the next Smash maybe including all of these characters aside from the ones that I said before, and then more. Either returning veterans or newer characters from other games. Banjo-Kazooie, fingers crossed.
So I've also had some thoughts, because, with Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild being fucking phenomenal games. Pretty phenomenal games. We already saw Breath of the Wild Link in the trailer, but we didn't see Mario Odyssey with his eyes on the hat. We didn't see Cappy. But Cappy's eyes aren't always on Mario's hat, so I'm thinking that maybe we're still going to have Odyssey Mario with a new moveset for Mario, and if we do, will we keep the original Mario and the original Link, or will we just get Mario and Link?
Well, that's another thing. So, you've got Mario and Link are both have brand new games for the Nintendo Switch. And especially in the trailer, and this is what people are going crazy about, is that in the silhouette of Link, the close-up that you get it's definitely Breath of the Wild. There's no mistaking that it's him. And it leads me to think that maybe that's not the only character that they're increasing in style or giving a new look to and adding in. Because now that Link is being completely redone, it means we can see a new moveset from Link, a different amount of weapons maybe being used, maybe the down B or your special or your tilts or whatever could be all leading into some form of how Breath of the Wild plays. That's the only thing I can really think of for the new Link that's coming.
Yeah, and those are all good points. So, all right, 3 characters you want in the game. more than anything else or anyone else. 3 serious characters. So I'm not talking about your Gokus or your fucking Koopa Troopas. Like I want like a legitimate top 3 characters you want in this game more than anyone else. That would be brand new. No returning characters.
Brand new. If I had to really be serious about it, I would want to add in a new Kong. I would want it to be Dixie.
Dixie.
If I was to really pick, I would want Dixie. There's
not K. Rool.
I wouldn't want K. Rool. He'd be cool.
We need more villains. That's kind of what I'm.
I mean, that'd be a good idea, but I would like Dixie just because I'm a personally a big fan of DKC2, just because of how really fun that game was.
We have Dixie.
And Dixie.
Go ahead.
And Dixie Kong just being a really unique character in Tropical Freeze, being able to give DK extra shield on his hearts, and being able to fly and kind of hover for just a little bit. She could be an interesting add-on, or someone like Cranky. Someone else from the Donkey Kong universe would be great. I would personally like to see Dixie, but I'm sure other people would probably like to see either Funky Kong or even Cranky join into the roster here. Or someone returning from Donkey Kong 64.
What game did Funky Kong just get announced for?
Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze? Yeah, so I can see having Funky Kong in Smash 5. So 2 more characters. Who else do you think? Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say a character that I want. Sora. I want Sora so bad. I've wanted him since Brawl, because I played Kingdom Hearts before, after Melee, and I played Kingdom Hearts before Brawl, so I've always wanted to have Sora in there. And we had Cloud, so I can see us having Sora, even if it's not made by Bandai, and we're, they're a third-party company. I can still see us getting Sora. I could see us getting Sora, and his moveset would hopefully be similar to something like it is in Smash Flash 2, where, his moves would be the Kingdom Hearts 2 fire. He's got Thunder for his down B. His up B is Arrow, and then his side B is a glider. So I don't know what his side B is, but he's got a pretty cool moveset, and he's not great, but he's fun to play, and that's all I really care about at this point. I mean, I play Falco a lot. Yeah. So I mean, as long as the character's like super fun, I'm gonna be happy with whoever they put in for the most part. So who's your second pick? Who you want in?
My second pick would just be an out there character from like Banjo-Kazooie. That's been a beloved character since it came out on 64, and he has been a wanted character from a lot of people for a long time.
He was supposed to be in 64.
Yeah, I know I actually believe he was very close to getting into this game, but I think Ryu beat him. I think he was the 3rd most voted character or 4th most voted character for Smash 4. But he's another really good character that, of course, probably everyone will agree with that would be awesome to see come to Smash 5.
Okay, so speaking about the Smash ballot, I just want to say right now, if you voted for Bayonetta, just gonna leave it at that. But the ballot also brings up a good point, because whenever they're doing Fire Emblem Warriors, they did a poll to see what characters they wanted into the game, and Lyn was the most requested character. I think having Lyn in this game would be so amazing. I think Lyn would be a fantastic addition into this game, simply for the fact that we have 18 Fire Emblem reps, 6, but we have the reps, and we're probably not going to see Corrin or Lucina or maybe even Roy. We're probably going to keep Roy just because people voted him back in. So I can see us keeping Roy, losing Corrin and Lucina though, so we'll be down to 4 Fire Emblem characters. And if that's all we have, that's fine. But I can see having Lyn in. Lyn would be a super awesome character to have in there, because she's like the most beloved character in Fire Emblem because she's hot. So, 3rd character. Who do you think?
3rd character. If they keep Mega Man, I'd like to see Rocket. Or not Rocket. Wrong character.
The dog?
Not the right character.
Zero?
Zero, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I was thinking Red and thought Rocket. Yeah, I'd like to see Zero. Would it be a cool addition? Actually, if you added if you gave some of these characters like a partner character, like you have Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and in the Mario universe you have basically the top row, and then the Zelda characters have almost half of this second row. You have a bunch of different characters from the same universe, and all these other characters, like you only have 3 of the Kirby characters. You have one Duck Hunt. You have Duck Hunt. I mean, I don't even know how to consider that a universe. It's just Duck Hunt. Then you have Rob the Robot, who is kind of in the same universe, I guess, the same time era. And then you have characters like Mega Man and Sonic, who are, don't have a partner. Lucas and Ness, they're partners. Captain Falcon doesn't have any partners. Wii Fit Trainer, she just needs to leave. The Pokemon characters, you got a pretty large Pokemon cast. And a lot of people are thinking we're going to get Pokemon Trainer in for the new Smash.
Can be interesting.
I'd like to see Pokemon Trainer. I liked him in Brawl.
Alright. Well, for my third pick, so we have Fox and Falcon. We did have Wolf at one point. And, that was... Alright, you gonna chill? So we had Wolf at one point, and Wolf was my favorite character in Brawl, by far. And, in Brawl, actually, it wasn't gonna be Wolf, it was gonna be Crystal. And we're gonna have a special moveset. And she was gonna be different from Fox and Falco. But due to time constraints, they put Wolf in the game and scrapped Crystal and made Wolf like Fox and Falco, just a bit different. So I could definitely see us getting Crystal back, not back, but Crystal in, and having a completely separate moveset from Fox and Falco. Yeah. So moving on to the game mechanics. What would you rather see? Would you rather see Melee or Smash 4 mechanics? Or we'll say Brawl since Hal's making it. So Melee or Brawl?
Gosh, so that's kind of hard. Of course, I'd probably choose Melee over Brawl because I just recently tried to start picking that game up because it's a really fun, fast-paced game. There's so much to it. The characters are really neat and nice to. It's just a really fun game. I think the mechanics though would probably stay Smash 4. I mean, I know you're trying to tell me between Brawl or Melee, but
right.
Due to the fact that Smash 4 was easy to pick up, it's probably one of the easiest Melee or easiest Smash games to pick up. Because with Melee, you have to learn a bunch of different stuff to even be close to anywhere good that the other players are that play Melee. And then Brawl had such bad mechanics in my opinion because it was just very hard to control the characters at some points. The trip mechanic was just ridiculous to have in a game, period. And I love Brawl. I love the Subspace Emissary. I love the characters in Brawl, but I just did not like the movement, the feel of Brawl just did not feel right. Smash 4 is an easy game, an easy Smash game to pick up. It's not hard to follow with any of these characters. You just progress and get better with the game and become a little better at it. And it's not as complicated as Melee is now because of all the different L canceling and shuffle and L canceling and
wave dashing. I don't know Melee, so
Melee's fun. I love how Melee works, and if you get really good at it, because I'm still currently trying to get really good at being able to do all those crazy moves and perform all those crazy combos and just be kind of really quick at the game. But that's the thing, you got to put in time to really get to that point. This game you won't have to really put in a ton of time. As far as learning the characters, you put in time when you're trying to.
There's 58 characters.
Well, right, but I mean, like I mean Link and Mario, and I don't put in a whole lot of time understanding how the moves work. I put more time into figuring out, okay, this move happens on this frame, this move happens on this frame, and when I land, I have this much time to L cancel and go to the next move or
in Melee, right?
Right.
Right.
And in order to progress to the next combo and go on from there. With this game, I also main Link and Mario, and it's kind of like you can make up your own combos and go, but at some point the combo has to stop, and you can kind of break away from it and then regroup and keep going, and it's not complicated to pick up.
Gotcha. So I said between Melee and Brawl, but if you follow Smash, like the competitive scene at all, you probably have watched a couple of combo contests in 64. Those are insane.
Yeah.
Combo contests are some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen in Smash. And watching, anybody just play anybody and then just kind of throw a character across the stage, but they don't ever drop the combo, and it's completely 100% true. It's insane to watch. It's why items aren't legal. So you can't do stuff like that. So, I think having, a game with hit stun like that can make it more competitive.
That's another mechanic I don't want to see return since HAL Laboratory has it now, is the rage mechanic.
You see, rage, I hate it, but also I love it.
It's an interesting concept.
It makes you have to think. It makes you have to be more careful because people get upset because ZSS can kill at 40%. But if you're careful, it's sometimes there's nothing you can do. Because ZSS is she's just super freaking good. She grabs you at 40% and you're dead if she's at 100. And it kind of brings the clutch factor into the game. Now, for characters like Lucario, where he has Enrage, where, once he gets to 170%, he has 200% aura, which means he deals twice as much damage and knockback. And adding Rage on top of that kind of makes him a little busted. And characters, Ryu, where he can just up tilt shore you at, 60, 70. Depending on the character, of course. Like Mewtwo, you kill him at 60, 90 for Samus or something. But, you can kill these characters really, really quick, and it's a little unfair because of Rage.
I think with that, because I've always thought this, characters killing other characters earlier or later because of the move, the knockback, or the rage that the characters have with each other. It's like the Ryu and Samus thing, being able to kill Samus, at 90%, and Samus only being able to kill Ryu at 100 or so, or something like that. I can understand not taking that away because it does make you think. Because if I'm playing a Samus and I'm playing against a Ryu, and the Ryu could instantly shore you or up tilt to shore you and kill me, I know I need to play a little safer and probably try to avoid that as much as possible and try to figure out a way how to kill him before that situation ever arrives. That'd be the only way I think this could make it back in.
Kind of makes you think, we're talking about how, it's HAL Laboratories and there's Bandai Namco. And I know Sakurai is HAL Laboratories co-founders. He's some big guy in HAL Laboratories. He was still the main part of Smash 4. So I think we need to take into consideration that we can't always just think that Sakurai had nothing to do with Smash 4, because he was the main thing with Smash 4. So why would they take Rage out? That might have been a Sakurai implement.
That's true.
Because he made the Smash games. So I think the last thing that I want to talk about is if we go back to this menu, this beautiful menu right here. I feel like there's something missing. We got the Smash, it's the big ones, like woo, Smash, and you got online for your Little Macs and your Links and your Marios, and then you come to the Smash Tour and you go buy that. And don't talk about that. You go to Games and More, and I feel like that kind of threw me off. That when I first started playing this game, it was a little small. Having all of this right here and just in one. I think that they were trying to appeal more to the competitive audience with that, making the online and the Smash the two biggest icons on the screen, and making all the other boring stuff right here, because nobody played Classic with their friends or Event with their friends or All Star. They all if they did anything, they did the Classic once to try to beat 9.0. And that was like it. I played solo probably 3 times, because it wasn't big enough on my screen. I didn't think about it at all.
Well, if we're talking about like what we hope to kind of see as far as what they might add in as bonus for the new Smash, because if it is a new Smash, I would love to see Subspace Emissary return. But I know that it wouldn't be really Subspace Emissary, probably a little bit different. But I'd like to see some kind of story aspect come to life in this new Smash, because even in Melee you had adventure mode, which was kind of story driven.
Adventure mode was cool because you just went through like all the kingdoms and all the different like games, and you just you played their games a little bit and then you fought them.
You got to
I thought it was so cool. Like in the first one, if you haven't played Melee, so basically what you do is you go through the Mushroom Kingdom and you just jump on Koopas and Goombas and stuff like that, and you just kill them and then you move on. And then once you get halfway through, you fight a bunch of Yoshis, and then you just keep on going. You keep on killing Koopas and Goombas, and then once you get to the end, you fight Mario and Peach. Or to unlock Luigi, you have to have it like the 2 in a like the second place.
It has to be like an even number at the end or something like that.
Yeah, and then you cross the finish line then, and then you fight Luigi and Peach instead of Mario and Peach, which is pretty cool.
Bunch of hidden things in the adventure mode that were really neat.
Yeah, and the same thing with Subspace Emissary. Like I didn't know this whenever I first did my Subspace Emissary run, but you can actually unlock Puff and Wolf through different doors. I thought you had to unlock them through other means.
Well,
like Puff's always the first character you unlock, because you unlock her through Classic mode, and you just play once and then you get Puff.
With that, you had to beat Subspace Emissary, and it's either you had to 100% everything else or get everything in Subspace Emissary, or you just had to beat the Subspace Emissary, and then you could go. I think you just had to beat Subspace Emissary, and you could go back to the 3 different locations to unlock Toon Link, Wolf, and Jigglypuff.
Right.
Which was really cool, and even I've even watched videos of where people have said that there were reasons that it was added in like that, like not an actual part of the story. I think it was because it was really close to the end of development with the game that they're just trying to throw them in there.
Yeah, and that's a good I think it's a good place to end on, ending off at the Subspace Emissary. Because I think that'd be a good. I think that's just that'd be like the pinnacle of Smash 5. I think that would be if they had that in. People from competitive players to casual players would buy it.
And it would be nice to have just a beautiful orchestral story that goes with Subspace Emissary, or the idea of Subspace Emissary. Just having a nice story that connects everyone together and unifies all of these different aspects and games that Nintendo and other companies have made over the years, and bring them all together into one big all-star battle.
Right. So yeah, these are just our theories. If you agree with us, post in the comments what you think, and yeah, let us know. Also, leave a like on this video because that would mean a lot to me. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and hit that red button down there. It's a little bar that says subscribe on it. Just say like 15 or something. You press that, it'll change to 16, which would be awesome. And then next to that, whenever that happens, there'll be a little bell. Click that bell so that way you get notified every time I upload, which isn't often, but sometimes when you do, you down and edit a video, it's usually pretty funny. So you guys should totally check them out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.